another episode of the Will Just Agree
to Disagree podcast.
I'm Beyonce Fox.
And I'm Brian Lee. Beyonce, we're not by ourselves today, though.
No, we are in the presence of greatness. When I say musical genius, musical greatness right now, come on, man. From Shy City to West Side all day, multi-Grammy Award winning Darius Brooks.
Yeah. Y'all stop all that. I'm so honored, Ryan and B. I'm so honored to be here with you guys.
Oh my goodness.
I had to call me and say, wait a minute, y'all doing y'all thing? Like, where am I getting my
Well, Darius, well, now that you're here, and you know Beyonce.
Yes.
And I know you guys have a long history.
Yes.
Can you give me some advice on how to deal with Beyonce?
What? Wait a minute. That's not one of the questions of the podcast today.
But the spirit led me. The spirit led me. And I got to follow where he says go. And I'm going to follow.
I like him now when he say the spirit.
The spirit led me.
Boy, stop.
And I just don't know how to move.
Y'all not going to gang up on me today. Y'all just
No. That ain't going to ever happen. You my baby. Hands down. But now when he said the spirit, I got to hear God.
Come on now.
Because they using the word energy now. But it's not energy, it's spirit all day long. You can't get this thing twisted. If you think education is expensive, you should try ignorance.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said? Okay. So when he said it's the spirit, he got my attention right away.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, but we're still going to move along with the podcast and we're going to talk about Darius.
Ryan, real talk. She's the best. I know you know that. She's the best. Heart, give you anything she got. But now she know how to put her foot down when she needs to. And she can recognize good people. So if she lets you in, just work it out. Hey!
That's it, because you got to.
If she lets you in,
you got to work.
Work it out. Work whatever you need out. Because if she don't let you in, it's over.
Bam, and there it is.
Yes, sir.
And there it is.
Now, what are we talking about, B?
Da-da-da. We're going to talk about Darius Brooks and this awesome project he has out with the Tommies reunion. You've been rocking with the Tommies for years. It's your baby. You've been doing big things all over the country. You guys are bomb, and you know I love the Tommies. Been rocking with you since day one. Do you remember what my favorite song is when y'all do that song? Come on.
Wait.
Come
on. I do, but right now I'm so excited about being here with you.
That's okay.
And Ryan here.
It'll come to you a little bit later. It's all good. It's all good.
I know. Wait a minute. I don't want to say the wrong one.
No. Think about
it's
it.
A ballad,
it's all
right?
Good. Yeah.
See, I know. I just got to put it together.
When I say I go in every time, such a good song. But anyway, Darius.
Okay, say it. Because
I want to know.
It's not going to bother me.
Available to you.
Huh?
Available to you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Carlos Moody is an amazing guy.
Lord.
And he, actually, he wrote the lyrics to that song. The music, he had to get licensing for. But he put the words to that song. And when he first came and taught it to the Tommies, when I tell you, it was wordy at first. We didn't like it. It was wordy. But after we sang that song, B and Ryan, it took, just like safe in his arms, it pulled the rehearsal up.
Yes.
Wow. And that's how we knew to record things. The song practiced on the Tommies first. Every song that was a hit tore us up first. And that's how you know. Yep. Reverend would always say, if it doesn't bless you first, don't expect it to bless nobody else.
Then you got classics like My Mind's Made Up. Like the remix on that song right now.
But can we say growing up in the church?
What?
When you hear that beat, come on.
Dude, seriously.
They don't got to sing a word.
At all.
And the whole church is up.
Period.
That song right there.
Well, not only that, if you really do your research, the Tommies archives is as strong as Frankie Beverly and Maze. No, and I share this everywhere I go. We could do an hour-and-a-half concert with no leads. Over and over. Since he came available to you, My Mind's Made Up, Through God's Eyes, Jesus Rose. We could do a whole concert with hit after hit. And when we're traveling now around the country, B and Ryan, they are standing up from song one to song. We cannot do a concert less than an hour and 20 minutes. And no talking. Ain't no lift your hands, come on, none of that.
No, it's just straight through.
It's just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
And it's so amazing to see that the young people, if y'all the people that's in these seats, you got to interpret the season. These young people are old souls. You cannot put this stuff in them.
He's one of them.
Listen, my daughter is listening to Tupac.
Yep.
People of God, y'all better hear me. In this season that we're in, you cannot push anything. And they're old souls because you think a song is old, but that's what they need right now in their spirit to make sense out of what they're going through. Watch this. And the fake that they're seeing in their real life. You need Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. When you get through talking, trying to do all this new stuff, the Word of God says, don't remove the ancient landmark. And that's what's happening. I share with people, in matter of style, swim with the current. In matter of principle, stand like a rock. Did y'all catch that?
Yep.
In matter of style, y'all do y'all thing. Do have fun, but do not change your principles, because if you take your principles out of the equation, you lose everything you got.
I want to touch on that because it's funny. When I go down south where my family live and I get in my grandma's car, they have these same CDs on repeat. But it's the same, but it's the same classics. And every time I get in the car, I'm like, oh, that's it. Oh, that's my song.
You got it.
And I do like the new day and age and the way that praise and worship is taking over. And I do like these newer age songs. But there's something about that classic. And it could be the simple verse that keeps replaying itself.
Let me make sure you're clear and be clear. It's not something about the classics. People don't know how to interpret these days. It's what you call substance.
Okay.
From R&B to gospel, you'll never, and substance is always God, because it does more than tickle the ear. Music is heard with the ear, but it's understood with the heart. When you go down there and you hear these artists are not trying to be stars. They want you to be blessed by the mess. And whoever do it today, whoever is wise enough, a lot of things are happening right now where we're compromising, not a criticism, just an observation. Ain't scared of nobody and ain't hating on nobody. When you compromise and take you out of the equation, I'm still doing seminars around the country, music, and I share with people, what you do is not who you are. But if you become what you do, you'll lose who you are. You don't ever want to do that. Enjoy everything that you like, create, but don't lose you, because I'm going to tell you something. When what you create is gone, you're going to wonder what happened to you, where'd you go? And watch this. That you God created can reproduce anything as long as God is in your heart. But when you become what you do, after that thing is gone, it takes you with it. And wherever it goes, you're gone with it too.
Speaking of going places, where are the Tommies headed next?
We're on the road often. We out of town more than we are in town.
I know.
I'm so
excited.
excited.
Trust me, I know.
As a matter of fact, I want to say something. We're surprising one of our friend pastors. I can't say it. But we're
what
on
city?
The road. I can't say that either, because then they'll know. Duh.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you know everybody in every city. I forgot.
We started this podcast off and I asked about her, didn't I? You know, he just said.
Well, but we're traveling. We sent Marvin to Texas. You know, he got his new assignment, Marvin Sapp. And he said, Darius, I want the Tommies to come. I said, Marvin, you can have anybody you want. He said, I know, I want the Tommies.
Wow.
And he could. Wow. Marvin can have anybody. You know, I'm free. But he said, I want the Tommies. Beyonce and Ryan, we went to celebrate him as a kickoff to send him to his new assignment. Marvin Sapp sat there, put his hands, stood up, ran, hollered, said, Darius, move. I want to directed the choir, got the attendance section. You can see all this on our page.
I love it.
You know, and then Bishop Almer in Los Angeles, California. Y'all know biggest church, Noel Jones, Bishop. He found out we were coming to, you can see all this stuff on our page, found out we was coming to Los Angeles and got with the promoter and said, can I introduce the promoter? He said, can I introduce them? And she said, absolutely. Bishops don't go to concerts in Los Angeles. Well, that's just, the close friend right there. He got on that stage and said, let me tell y'all something. Coming out here, this is Bishop Almer, Faithful Central Church. He says, coming out here, it's 2 songs y'all have no clue that got me through out here. He says, available to you.
Okay.
And safe in his arms. If I'm lying, Jesus ain't real. So the Tommies music and the legacy, Milton Brunson, formerly, we're the Tommies reunion. That's me. I wrote the majority of their songs. Saving His Arms for the Good of Them, over and over since he came. Jesus Rose, My Mouth Made Up. The list goes on of the songs that God has blessed me to be in his care with. with Milton Brunson, Thompson Community Singers, Thompson Community of Chicago, now the Tommies reunion. So since I've written all of these songs, I asked God for a revelation, Beyonce, and he says, you got to get the right language from God. He says, that's not Milton Brunson's legacy. That's your legacy too. Okay. And I'm like, how? He says, watch this. If you ever want to ask God for something, ask him for wisdom, revelation. Whenever God is showing you something, it's beyond what you see. Ask him for it. You cannot see what you see to talk to God. He got to show you something beyond what you see. He says, when they say Milton Brunson and the Thompson Community Singers and the crowd go crazy, guess what song they're playing? Because the Lord is my shepherd.
Safe in his arms.
Safe in his arms. When they say, ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Milton Brunson, my mind's made it up. Guess what they hear? That's Darius Brooks. All that's Darius Brooks. And I say, God, I never looked at it like that. He says, that's why you got to spend time with me, because I could show you things that average people can't see, and you won't either until you get in here. So that relationship that I've had with Milton Brunson, which was my mentor, I was with him for 30 years and stayed with him till he died. People of God, find you a mentor, and you do not utilize nothing they teach you until they die. Watch this. They're even to teach you in death. Ooh. It's very true. Find your mentor. You cannot do this on your own. My daughter's looking for an intern, and Beyonce, I wouldn't put it with nobody other than you, because I know your heart. I know where you started. I know where you started with SDM, God, the whole nine.
I'm hoping.
Ryan, I thought you was calling for real.
I'm hoping it just has a.
You are funny.
Or
Ryan! Allergies and season, man. Keep going. Come back.
We're going to have a side discussion, because I'm not sure what's going on here. But anyway.
I was looking around like, hey, okay. And he like, he used to look at me like, I said, shut the world up.
But anyway, back to this legacy.
That was a good one,
this
Ryan.
legacy.
I love you, B.
That was a good one. When
Anyway.
you can get me, you good, Ryan. You good. I was trying to say, B, give him some water.
He got to sit right
And you
there.
see she ain't flipped.
Let him choke.
No wonder you ain't turning around. You knew what he was doing.
Right. I'm used to it. Anyway.
But no, I definitely co-sign though Beyonce Fox though.
Yeah. And actually your spirit too. I don't like or dislike people. I discern them every place I go. I don't like or dislike people. I discern them. I ask God to show me their hearts. And watch this. And Ryan and B, if you're gifted, you can see. I tell my daughter and my wife and people who are gifted, eyesight with no insight is twilight. Eyesight with no insight is twilight. Every relationship or experience we get in, we're supposed to use this eye, not these eyes. And if you use this eye, you could just watch a person and listen to them talk, and you can tell everything about them. And that's why Milton Brunson was one of those cats that I was able to be with, observe him, listen to him. When he says jump, I ask how high. People, and what's not happening right now, Ryan and B, is people are not teaching these young people how to get what they want. And you have to have a mentor. You cannot do, every time you make a mistake, 2 or 3, it's going to put you in a place to make you say, I ain't doing it, and throw in the towel. Your mentor not going to let you do that. They're going to tell you promises are processes. You cannot get a promise without a process. Ain't no instant gratification, ain't no microwave results in success. And your mentor will show you that you're going to make these kind of mistakes or mistakes, but don't stop there. As a matter of fact, you can make me run out of here. Milton Brunson taught me how to do the Tommies now. Milton Brunson taught me how when you give a person a chance and they turn around and come into your institution and try to build what they want to go out, Reverend Jackson taught me, you don't go into nobody's institution on their chariot. You don't go into nobody else's house and use what they have to build what you have. You don't do that.
Makes sense.
Watch this. Because what God will do is God going to give you what you want, but he's going to put people around you the way you were around them. They used to always call me crazy. Even some of my close friends and some of my people I call godparents, they would tell me, And people do it right now on Facebook. They'll say, "Go and do your own thing. Why you making money for them?" People of God, with God, there's one season. Outside of God, average people use 4 seasons. Hmm? Average people use winter, spring, summer, fall. Godly people only use 1 season. It's called due. For in due season, you will reap if you faint not. So that due season is the right timing that you invest in you, God invest in you, and when that time comes, nobody can stop you. It's real talk, people, which is where I am right now. In this place in my life right now, it wasn't going to come until God scripted the whole thing. I've never been so happy and peaceful in all my life. Even my music, me and Beyonce was talking about some publishing, where everything now has reverted back to me. Did y'all hear me? People of God, keep God in your keep him in your journey, in your full circle. And I can honestly tell you from real experiences, I don't want what's good or best for me, Ryan and B. I only want what's destined for me. Because what's destined for you, you'll be healthy when you get it, strong when you get it, you'll know how to handle it when you get it, you'll manage it well when you get it, and here go the killer. You won't die with it. Great leaders duplicate themselves and others, and you got to find somebody to pour into you before you check up out of here. That's God all day.
Yes, sir.
My mind's made up. No turning back.
Man, the beat though, because you know, of course, Sonia Blakey plays it on V103 on her Sunday morning show. Man, if I'm in the car and that comes on, it's over. It's a wrap. Like, I hear that song in the club, low key.
Yeah. Well, actually, in New Orleans, as a matter of fact, I got a couple of calls. Yeah, it's on the radio. It's on a radio station. Yeah. If you notice, Your Will.
Yeah, we still play that on V103.
Listen, I'll never forget when it came out. It was on all 3 stations.
Yeah.
Watch this. Chicago has always been the place where radio stations around the country follow. You know this the truth.
Absolutely.
Watch this. And you know why they still doing it? Because the integrity and character of Chicago is the mecca of gospel music. So we've always been a place where music is followed. And that's what happened with Your Will. So whoever's wise, even in R&B, you heard it, write it down, take a picture. I'm telling you, if you wise in R&B and R&B stations, you might want to slip an inspirational song in there. Because the real walk in this world is in the spirit and in truth. That's what you call balance. One-sided, well, you'll lose God all day long. So that my mind's made up. I ain't just saying it because of me. Listen to the lyrics. And it works today. It's what's going on right here. So
we did that with SDM back in 99, 2000? Like, so what does that tell you? This is 23. Wow. And that song still hits. It's brand new.
Your Will,
and Your Will.
That's SDM.
That was on, oh my gosh.
They think it's Darius Brooks.
Too.
That's Darius Brooks. SDM. Beyonce started with me. Ryan. Beyonce got a song. I'm going to send it to you.
Please.
No, it's hot. It's called Brighter Day.
It's okay. I love it. My vocals are okay because, I had just gotten back into singing.
Don't forget, her vocals are amazing. Watch this. Beyonce was young. And no, it's a good song. Don't get it twisted. If you heard it now, you'd be like, is that Beyonce?
I gotta hear it.
Yeah. Looking for a Brighter Day. Yeah. And she was so cool even then. This is my baby. No. If I'm lying, Jesus ain't real.
Lord.
She was so cool. She wasn't. Beyonce has always been honestly a natural. She's always been a natural in her most, this is real talk, in her sincere place. Even when it comes to her, Beyonce doesn't get angry a lot. Or if she do,
we were just talking about
it's something that's really close and personal to her. And even then, she will not react. She'll respond. Beyonce's way of dealing with things that are hurtful is going off by herself, spending time with herself, dealing with it. She's not the kind of person who would, no, it's godly. I'm a godly man.
Okay.
She's not the kind of person who will get you back. No, she's not. Yeah.
Wait, can we pause?
It's kind of prophetic and
we
scary
were
in a
literally
minute.
just having this conversation last week because I'm the crazy one. Okay. Now I'm saved.
No. You're creative.
Well, we can call creative crazy. I'm saved. But you take me there, I'm gonna finish you.
Oh yes.
And we almost had that last week.
I've seen it.
Beyonce was like, I just don't get it.
I'm saved.
But
I'm gonna whip somebody.
But she, on the other hand, is like, no, Ryan, I just smile and keep it moving.
Yeah, and it's very true, and that's what you call.
How do we get on me?
Because you're amazing. That's right. It's what you call wisdom. It's wisdom. Yeah, and Ryan, actually, you're very gifted too. And listen to me. Hang around people. I don't say celebrate because we get that twisted. Mm-hmm. Hang around people that you can glean from.
Okay.
Those who really want to be all that they can be.
Mm-hmm.
The people that you're around, hang around people that you can glean from, and you'll know who they are, because truth becomes attractive. You can recognize them right away because the things they be saying, it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you want to do. When God is speaking and a listener is listening, their response is this. We know how to hear God in everything. And you're the same way, but she's the kind of person, and she's always been like this. When the girl who was singing the song with her, she was scared, nervous the whole night, and I had to go over this part with her. You remember that African girl? What's her name?
Oh gosh, I can't remember. Her last name was like Rollins or something.
Yeah, Rollins.
I can't remember.
And she was from the kind of culture that, you know, their body odor. She didn't. No. She didn't stink.
This is twisted.
You know, but no. So I had
going off the rails here.
No. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like strong indie. You know, y'all know what I'm saying. Stop it. But my point is, B, when she came to do her vocals, she was so cool. She didn't say nothing crazy, and she was just smiling. And when she did it, she knocked it out. The girl that I was working with, I had to do her 3 or 4 times. When B did her vocal, I don't know if she remember this. B came in there, Beyonce came in there and just, she made me stop one time because she wanted it right. It was a word she missed. I'll never forget this.
Sounds like Beyonce.
After that second time,
Lord.
Watch this. She nailed it. Watch this. And I said, you got it. And I said, you want to do it again? And she said, no. I said, you sure? Because I knew if she did it again, because what you do over and over, you get good at it. But she nailed it to the degree that was what I used on the session. Yeah, she's amazing. She's an amazing woman.
Okay, so you are the pastor of Grace Central in Westchester.
Yes.
And you have these great services, and you really, this is something I really, really love outside of the ministry, of course, but the fact that you guys have the food pantry and you help the community. You know, my sister used to volunteer with you guys.
Absolutely.
She says hi, by the way. We love you guys. And that just really, it's been consistent. You guys have been doing it for so long. You continue to do it. People come all over. You're able to give them resources that they otherwise wouldn't have. So talk about that real quick before we wrap it up.
Yeah.
We feed between 200 and 600 families every Tuesday from 5 till 7. And then on Wednesdays, we created one for the seniors from noon till 2, so they wouldn't be in the evening. We was doing this a year before the pandemic. We was doing it during the pandemic. And when I say we feed, a person can come and get $200 to $300 worth of food. Ham, chicken, eggs, milk, cheese, butter, produce, the whole night. You leave with a cart as if you went to store to shop. And when I tell you the line is from our church all the way, and we do it every week, have not stopped. We're doing a build out now, because sometimes when we put our tents up, when it rains and craziness, we would have to stop because of the rain. So we're doing a fundraiser right now to do a build out. So in the back of the church now, we want to set it up where when they come around, how we set it up, and they can come under our underpass. We don't have to take it down or stop serving. It doesn't matter whether it's winds or storm, they can just keep coming. And then in the cold, we will be outside serving. I had to buy a conveyor belt so that the women and the volunteers are crazy amazing. God has sent some of the best volunteers, but they will be outside in the winter, hot, cold, just so I said, God, give me a wisdom. So I got a conveyor belt, and I put the guys outside and kept the women inside. We got about 30 volunteers, maybe right. They're about 30. So we keep the women inside. So the conveyor belt, they put everything on the conveyor belt, the whole box of food, and then we have a door right there with a little slit on it. They send it out. The guys will take it, put it in the car, keep it going. Guys will take it, put it out. So we've been doing that since a year before the pandemic. Still doing it right now. As a matter of fact, they're doing it right now from 12 to noon for the seniors. I love that. I also want to start 13, 14, and 15-year-olds on how to buy houses. That's my next thing I'm getting ready to do right now. And it's 2 things I write in ink. That's God and my family. Everything else I write in pencil because they're subject to change. I share with people, whatever you do, have a foundation. Please have a foundation, and don't let nobody or even you change that foundation. That's your sanity and that's your clarity when it comes to God. Nobody get filthy rich without a family being the foundation and the base. If you think I'm lying, watch those that have, and watch not only have that riches tore them up, but it tore their family and kids up too. Stepfathers, no father, no mother. The whole family institution is messed up because God founded the church and success on the family. Anybody who keep their family intact while they're making millions will be godly all day long. As what's his name that died? The basketball player. In an airplane.
Kobe Bryant.
Family man, and the only reason he passed away is because God has a timing for everybody. He didn't do nothing wrong. But if you do your research with him, he was a family man. When his daughter called, hold on, yes, baby, whoever you are that's under my voice, create a family and make sure that's your foundation. Just like you went to Mississippi and you come home recharged, North Carolina, that right there, that stuff touch you, that's home and foundation. Keep that. Don't say they crazy and don't say they stupid. They'll remind you when you get crazy and stupid. You the one crazy and stupid.
Facts.
Keep that foundation.
Facts.
Yep.
My mind's made up.
Okaboo.
Tommy's Reunion,
Yes.
Darius Brooks. Make
.com.
sure you check them out. Coming to a city near you. What's the website?
TommiesReunion.com. If you want to email us, TommiesReunion@gmail.com. You can also go to DariusBrooks.com. Definitely go see us, see what we're doing, and we're able to come to your city and country. And when I tell you we coming, get ready. Because listen, you just gonna stand up and be like, oh, we did an event with Galante Gavin and JJ Harrison. No, Tracy Bethea is in Memphis, and she said, Darius, we got to bring the Tommies. She brought us here, and Galante was sitting on the front with JJ Harrison, and Galante was, I'll never forget, this was it was just amazing. He says, we started singing, and the place went crazy, and Galante looked at JJ Harrison and said, who is that? He said, man, that's the Tommies. It was crazy, and we met afterwards, and he is an amazing brother. Galante, you talking about anointed? Yeah, Galante, listen, yeah, but he's anointed. Y'all, there's a difference, and I teach this in seminars and workshops. People of God, there's a difference between gifted people and talented people. Talented people gain the applause of men. Gifted people go to the hearts of their victims. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, talented people, it's like sexual chocolate and Coming to America. You know, you just drop the mic. You know, people clap. Ryan. Gifted people go to the hearts of their victims. Or in other words, gifted singers don't give them, they give them him.
Darius, you have dropped so many gems.
That's
on
how
this
we
episode.
go in that one.
That's how we're going to end it. Thank you for being, and congrats on the legacy.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Congrats. I mean, both of us growing up in the church, you singing with Darius. Congratulations.
I'm honored. And Ryan and B, thank y'all. I love you guys so much. And I'm honored. Thank you for asking me to come. And I really mean that from my heart.
And I think I'm going to join the choir.
Ryan, don't play because we need some tennis.
That might not be a good idea. We'll talk off mic.
Okay. Don't act like I wasn't in the choir since 5th grade.
We'll just agree to disagree. At Beyonce Fox. Follow me everywhere at Beyonce Fox. And follow him too. Where?
At Ryan Media Elite.
My mind's made up.
Hey, now I can clap and dance. I can at least do that.
Hey, yes, I'm happy. Because I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
Hey.